In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to upload your Tableau project to GitHub, ensuring that your work is backed up, shareable, and accessible for collaboration. Let's dive right in and get started. First, we'll navigate your way to GitHub. Once you're logged into your account, locate the repositories section. This is essentially where all of your projects and data will be stored. Think of a repository as a folder that holds everything related to your project in one secure place. If you don't have a repository set up yet, this would be a good time to create one that's specifically tailored for your Tableau project. With your repository open, you'll want to look for the Add File option. This button is your gateway to uploading the files pertinent to your Tableau project. When you click Add File, you'll notice a drop-down menu. Select Upload Files from this list. This step will direct you to a page that will allow you to begin selecting the exact files you wish to upload. Now it's time to choose your files carefully. Begin by selecting your Tableau workbook files, typically saved with a CoolBob TWBX extension. These files contain all the data and visualization details of your Tableau project. Additionally, if you have datasets that accompany your project, you'll want to include those. These might be CSV files or Excel spreadsheets, anything that provides the data your Tableau project relies upon. Don't forget to upload screenshots if they provide valuable context or aid in visualization, as well as any documentation files you have created. This documentation could range from user guides to detailed notes about the project, which could be incredibly helpful for those reviewing your work, including yourself in the future. Once all your files are selected and uploaded, let's focus on committing the changes. Look for the Commit Changes button. Clicking this will finalize the process and seal your files into the repository. It's worth noting that you can add a brief description or comment about the changes you're committing. This comment will serve as a log of what was added or altered, which can be particularly useful for version control or when working with others who might access your project. And there you have it. With that simple final click, your Tableau project is now safely stored on GitHub, ready to be accessed, shared, or collaborated on whenever needed. By following these steps, you ensure that your work is not only protected, but also part of a comprehensive workflow that enhances productivity and engagement with your projects. Thanks for joining me today. Happy data visualizing and GitHub uploading.